Yo, wow, social distance is a new trend and COVID-19 is actually the cause of that. Introverts will actually be happy, and if you're able to work from home, well, kudos to you. But for the rest of the world who is not able to work right now, I can feel your pain. So I've just been to the supermarket, and due to panic shopping, a lot of resources are actually limited. Like for example, toilet paper. I really don't know what's up with that. But for me, I've actually picked up some essentials like tuna just because it's still Lent, and because of the virus and restriction doesn't mean that we can't eat well. So I've got two recipes using tuna that will have you not even missing the restaurant. Hi, I'm Ramon and I'm the chef in the back pocket. The first recipe on our stay-at-home menu is jerk tuna cake. In a large mixing bowl, we have 12 ounces of drained and flaked tuna, 1 tablespoon of jerk seasoning, 1 tablespoon of chopped scallion, 1 tablespoon of chopped cilantro, 1 ounce of lime juice, 1 teaspoon minced garlic, half tablespoon diced bell peppers and celery. We then add 2 ounces of Parmesan cheese, 3 ounces of panko breadcrumbs, salt and pepper, and 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. We then thoroughly combine and add 1 bean egg to help bind our mix together. Now, as a personal preference, I like to use tuna that's been packed in water as opposed to oil because it helps retain some of the omega-3 fatty acids that's really good for you. Now, one of the reasons I like this recipe so much is that because it can be used to make any shape that's, conceivable. So I like to use it as a burger filling. You can make it into a slider. You can even make meatballs out of it. So I'm going to show you. So this is basically me making some sliders. So now that we have our slider size, we're going to make a bigger cake that's actually going to go on a burger bun. And just for the heck of it, I'm going to show you that this can actually make like tuna balls, Now, you might be wondering what's the purpose of all of these shapes, but I'm showing you that this recipe is so versatile that it can be used as small hors d'oeuvres, larger appetizers such as sliders, or even main course. So it's basically what's up to your mind, what's your imagination. Now, the next stage is very crucial. After you made your shapes, wrap them in film wrap and store them in the fridge for at least 2 hours minimum. And what this does is allow the cakes to kind of firm up. Now, in the next mixing bowl, we mix 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs with 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And this is essentially our coating mix for our cakes. Now, after 2 hours, basically all we do is just cover each patty with our mix and we get ready for frying. When it comes to the actual cooking of the cake, I like to use a non-stick pot. So I've got 2 tablespoons of coconut oil going over medium-low heat. We then place the patty into the pot and add a tad bit of butter to help assist with the browning. After 2 minutes, we then flip the cake over and allow it to cook on the other side. You see that Parmesan cheese and panko breadcrumb mix? It helps to give you that nice golden brown color that you're looking for. After cooking, you remove from the heat and allow to drain, and then it's assembly time. Now I've got a nice toasted brioche bun, lime garlic mayo, tomato, caramelized onions, mixed lettuce, and top of our burger bun. Pretty simple. I'll leave a link in the description for the garlic lime mayo as well as the caramelized onions. As I said, just because of restriction doesn't mean you can't eat well, and this is a damn good burger to be locked up with. Our second recipe is Alfredo tuna casserole. In our saute pot over medium heat, we got 1/4 cup of oil with 1 tablespoon each celery, carrot, bell pepper, and onion. And we're going to begin sauteing this for 2 minutes. We then add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic and saute for additional minute. We then add 1 teaspoon of chopped scotch bonnet pepper and saute for additional 30 seconds. We follow that up with a 1/4 cup of green peas and saute. Now you want a nice vibrant color from each of the vegetables. Next up, 6 ounces of flaked and drained tuna. Our next ingredient is store-bought Alfredo mix. It helps to cut down the preparation time and it's full of flavor. So we're adding 8 ounces of Alfredo sauce, followed by 1 tablespoon of green onion and 2 to 3 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese. After our pot is nice and simmered, we're adding 8 ounces of cooked shell pasta. I like to use mini shell pasta, but you can use elbow. It's whatever is on hand and available, but I find that mini shell is easier to eat in its application, as well as it helps to chop some of the sauce. We then mix in 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped parsley and allow the mixture to reduce down. If this makes sense, you want it to be creamy but reduced down, because it's actually a short baked casserole versus a traditional casserole which is baked longer. For my topping, I'll be using a half bag of Saldanza pepper ripe plantain chips. It's really nice, it's sweet and spicy, and I love it. Great way to relieve some stress: crush some chips, release the air, and just use the back of a pot. I've got 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese or Saldanza chips, and that's pretty much our topping. Our casserole mix is great for families or great for single portions. The method will remain the same. Just fill a baking vessel and then sprinkle on top. After topping, we place into a 350-degree oven and bake for about 8 to 10 minutes or until golden brown. And you won't even remember about that lockdown. As usual, if you like the contents of this video, please subscribe, like and share, and hit that notification bell to stay current with the videos. And I'll see you next time on Chef in the Back Pocket.